Let's talk about linters. Does anybody know what a linter is? You've installed some already.
Is it the program that makes sure you indent the right amount and changes the colors and stuff so that you can sort of keep track of what your variables are and what your keywords are and stuff like that?
Yep, it's more so to have a unified standard of coding, a unified standard of programming. So if you're programming in JavaScript and you want, or in Python, and you believe, tabs, it's kind of like tabs versus spaces. If you want to indent 2 spaces or 4 spaces, a linter will unify that so that, like, hey, everyone in your organization will utilize this specific standard. It's not even in the organization. So if you go to here in your extensions, I think it's, what is it, Python linting. So this, like Python, you should have it installed. Like if you're using the Python linter and conforming to these, best practices and showing, it comes with all sorts of additional like functionality, like telling you that, like, hey, like you should indent here and have like tells you where your variables are and stuff like that. But it mainly is used for having a conform to a specific standard on your code. So a person in Code Platoon can look at someone in like Ukraine's Python code and it looks the same. Or so like anywhere in the world, anybody can be coding in Python. And if they're using a Python linter and utilizing it correctly and conforming to like this specific standard, all the code will look the same. So you can go and like read other people's code fairly simple or fairly easily. Likewise with JavaScript. What is it called? ESLint. So if you look at ESLint, there's a linter for JavaScript. I think also TypeScript or something. So it has, and this is where like the colors come in and all of that stuff. Or no, I don't know if the colors affect it, but so like you have explicit standards with JavaScript, such as like all of this stuff is all make sure that everything conforms to a specific standard. So that's why linters are very important. And certain organizations might use a specific standard or a specific linter, but generally if they're using VS Code, they'll say like, hey, install ESLint or like some Python linter and use that. Does anybody have any questions on linters and why you should always be using one? Nope. All right.